It started as a joke, the kind of sarcastic offhand humor only Gen Z could pull off. "There's a murderer on the last slide, but he's chill debut." That was the caption Emman Atienza wrote under a 14-slide carousel on August 18th. For her followers, it was classic Emman, playful, ironic, a little dark, but always funny. The last image showed a masked man lounging casually on a couch, like a meme pulled from the internet's endless stream of weird. No one thought twice about it back then, but now, after the news of her death, that same post feels impossible to scroll past. The comment section has turned into a memorial and a mystery, with thousands wondering, was it just humor or something more? Something none of us caught until it was too late? Then, on October 24th, the laughter stopped. The news broke quietly. At first, a short message from her mother, Emman Atienza, posted to Instagram. No tabloids, no gossip, just raw heartbreak. It's with deep sadness that we share the unexpected passing of our daughter and sister. "Emman," she wrote. "She brought so much joy, laughter, and love into our lives and into the lives of everyone who knew her." Within minutes, the entertainment world froze. Actors, hosts, and fellow creators flooded her page with disbelief and condolences. Public records later confirmed what few wanted to believe. She had been found in her Los Angeles home, her cause listed as ligature hanging. The family didn't elaborate, choosing instead to focus on her journey with mental health, asking for space, compassion, and understanding. In a world obsessed with noise, their silence said everything. That single slide became the internet's obsession. The masked figure on the sofa, motionless, faceless, ordinary, suddenly looked sinister in hindsight. For weeks, users flooded Reddit threads and TikTok comment sections, freezing the frame, zooming in, analyzing shadows, wallpaper, even reflections in the glass. Some claimed it looked like a friend. Others were convinced it was a stranger. Yet what made the post unsettling wasn't the image itself. It was the tone. Don't worry. The kind of carefree humor Gen Z uses to downplay everything from anxiety to existential dread. What once felt like irony now felt like foreshadowing. People began linking old captions, cryptic emojis, song lyrics, searching for signs that maybe, somehow, she'd been trying to tell us something. And as the theories spread, one thing became clear. That carousel was no longer just a post. It had become a digital riddle, one the internet was desperate to solve. But this wasn't the first time her safety was in question. Long before her final post went viral, Emman had quietly been enduring something darker. The relentless cruelty that brews behind screens. In the months leading up to her death, she'd faced waves of online criticism, with strangers dissecting her looks, her voice, even her family ties. What started as harmless comments spiraled into hate threads and private messages that no one should ever have to read. Friends later recalled how she'd hinted at feeling watched, how some days she'd log off completely just to breathe. One of her older posts, now haunting in retrospect, mentioned how exhausting it was to stay kind in a world that rewarded cruelty. Fans have since filled those same comment sections with apologies, regrets, and reminders to think before typing. Because for every post that made her famous, there were thousands that quietly chipped away at her peace. Some say she'd already seen the danger coming. In the days after her passing, followers began resurfacing clips from old live streams, fragments where Emman mentioned feeling unsafe, glancing over her shoulder mid-conversation, or casually saying she'd had to call 911 once. None of it was ever confirmed, but those moments became fuel for online speculation. Threads appeared overnight, piecing together screenshots, timestamps, and cryptic comments, as if solving a puzzle no one wanted to be real. Some viewers insisted she'd spoken about a stalker months ago. Others believed it was just the paranoia that fame sometimes breeds. Still, what united everyone was unease. The realization that for young influencers, visibility can blur the line between admiration and obsession. And whether or not the stories were true, one thing felt certain. Emman had been living with the pressure of being seen by millions, but maybe not truly known by anyone. What followed was heartbreak and a hard look in the mirror. Within hours, Emman Atienza began trending across the Philippines and Los Angeles. Celebrities, classmates, and mental health advocates flooded social media with tributes, artwork, and long posts about kindness. For once, the internet paused to reflect instead of react. Hashtags like "Be Kind Online" and "Check on Your Friends" spread faster than gossip ever could. Former collaborators shared stories of her generosity, how she'd send encouraging messages to fans who were struggling. Even in grief, her mother, Felicia, found the strength to post again, thanking everyone for their compassion and asking people to honor Emman by spreading love instead of speculation. It was a reminder that behind every trending topic is a real family, sitting in quiet rooms, trying to understand how words, both spoken and typed, can change a life forever. Even in silence, her message speaks louder than ever. Before she left, Emman once wrote, "It's okay to be soft in a world that keeps hardening you. That's your power." Those words, once tucked quietly beneath a photo, now feel like her legacy, because no amount of filters or captions could capture who she truly was. A young woman trying to stay kind while living under a microscope. Her story is a painful reminder that behind every perfect post, there's a heartbeat, a person navigating storms we may never see. So tonight, if you scroll past a stranger's page, take a second before you comment. If this story moved you, help spread empathy. And subscribe for more stories that remind us how words matter.